Certain memories are like seared into our minds permanently, right? I mean, there are a lot of ways in which this can happen, like if they're great, if they're super duper terrible, or really anyway. So, in that fashion, there is an etched memory of the Argentine footballer named Fabian Espindola's great goal celebration. Fabian got very excited and had the best soccer celebration ever during the 2008 match between LA Galaxy and Real Salt Lake. It's considered among the best goal celebrations in soccer. Fabian generally celebrated goals by doing backflips, actually. Right after scoring for his team, Real Salt Lake, he went up to his fans and he began doing his backflipping routine. But unfortunately, he landed a little awkwardly and broke his ankle. And it took him several moments to realize that he'd actually hurt himself. While doing this celebration, he had broken his ankle with his wrong moves, which kept him out of the games for 2 months. But to make things worse, the goal he was celebrating was declared offside and hence ruled out. The celebration can't be forgotten by any of his fans, and him. But this was less than the celebration of number 9, Tim Cahill. He had done the handcuffs. Tim Cahill is an Australian footballer who is the top scorer of all time for the Australian national team. He was transferred to Everton before the 2004 to 2005 season. And since 2005 to 2006, after every goal he scored, he maintained the trademark celebratory tradition of pretending to exchange punches with the corner flag as he put the Everton badge between his teeth. It was unbelievable that in a match against Portsmouth in 2008, Tim went a little ahead with his celebration, and he decided to dedicate his winning goal to his imprisoned elder brother. To celebrate, he crossed his wrists as though he were handcuffed, and after several seconds, he punched the corner flag, which is among his best goal celebrations. But after being heavily criticized, Tim apologized for doing this. And number 8 is Facundo Sava with the mask of Zorro. Former Argentine footballer Facundo Sava had joined Fulham in 2002. While moving to Fulham, he decided to carry with him a rather bizarre tradition of celebrating goals. He was super excited to make a celebration of his. He thought he would take a Zorro mask, which he stored in his sock, and wear it. When he played for Fulham in the English Premier League at Craven Cottage, he whipped out his mask after scoring against Charlton Athletic, which was among the best goal celebrations in football. In fact, during his 2-year stay at Fulham, Facundo continued to do the same, and wearing the mask, he ran to the supporters to celebrate each of his 7 goals. Sava now achieved recognition even outside of Argentina due to his marvelous goal celebration. Former Georgian footballer Timuri Ketsbaya joined Newcastle from AEK Athens in the summer of 1997. Timuri's omission from the lineup and being made to sit with the substitutes made a huge impact on his mind. He went on to display his displeasure after he scored a late goal against Bolton in the 1998 match. After scoring the goal, he went crazy. He ripped off his shirt and he chucked it into the crowd. Then, like some kind of psychotic anti-capitalist, he attacked the advertising hoardings and created something that deserves to be a part of the best goal celebrations in football history. I mean, it is crazy. But more than that, the number 6 Carlos Tevez' chicken dance. Carlos Tevez is an Argentine footballer whose Tango Flair goal celebrations started since his Boca Juniors days. Since then, he has shown many unique celebratory acts. Tevez' most remarkable celebration was in a Copa Libertadores match against arch-rival River Plate in 2004. This celebration is among the best goal celebrations in soccer history. He celebrated the goal like after scoring an important one, he decided to, celebrate by taking his jersey. But he didn't stop at that cliche move and went ahead with a chicken dance. Yeah, bak, chicken dance. He also explained later why he chose that particular move. One of the tallest soccer players, Peter Crouch, was talking about his lanky body. He showed off his dance moves at a party before in 2006 World Cup, and he decided to take his cool moves to the soccer fields. After scoring the winning goal in a friendly match against Hungary, Crouchy decided to do the robot, his ultimate dance, the robot dance, and his dance created one of the best goal celebrations of all time. The audience also got to see his smooth, futuristic boogie after a friendly win against the Jamaicans, and thus, the robot dance became his classic goal-celebrating move. Robbie Fowler is a former English footballer who lent his immense talent to one of the richest football clubs, Liverpool. In 1999, after a great display of sports rivalry between Liverpool and Everton, Robbie pulled out a celebration stunt that cost him pretty dearly and became one of the all-time best goal celebrations in football. After tucking a penalty shot, he dropped down on all fours and pretended to snort the byline right in front of the Everton fans. Yeah, he did that. He might have just gone a little crazy. I mean, who doesn't after getting a little good juice in their nose? Well, I guess it's dust. Sorry, drug addicts of the audience. Liverpool's manager Gerard Houllier was further explaining that he was trying to mime the Cameroonian grass-eating celebration. Tragically, he couldn't convince the FA, who slapped Fowler with a fine of €60,000. Diego Maradona is one of the greatest footballers whose contribution to football is not only important for Argentina, but for the entire world. In the first group game of 1994 FIFA World Cup, Argentina had to face Greece, and Maradona scored the winning shot. Naturally, after this winning goal, he broke into celebration. But the celebration went a teensy too far and became one of the best goal celebrations in soccer history. I mean, it's starting to become a trend in this list. While celebrating, Diego ran towards the camera while screaming and staring like a lunatic, his eyes bloodshot, round, and bulging. But instead of making, everyone excited, this gave rise to suspicion that he was probably under the influence of drugs, and he was forced to take a blood test. Tragically, he tested positive in the drug test after the match against Nigeria and was subsequently sent home, or kicked off the island, as they say. We often see footballers rip their jerseys up to celebrate, to the point where it's almost an unoriginal move at this point, but this is true only in case of men's football. The scenario is completely different when it comes to women's football. That's why one of the biggest moments of celebration in the history of women's football is the iconic act by Brandi Chastain of the United States. Her celebration in the World Cup match against China in 1999 is among the best goal celebrations in football history. After scoring the winning goal in the penalty shootout, one of the best female footballers, Chastain, ripped off her jersey in elation. She was on the front page of every American newspaper and magazine. She later called it nothing more or less of momentary insanity. And now, drum roll please, the most memorable celebration is here. Number 1. Marco Tardelli with the Tardelli Cry. Football, a great game of passion, often induces a display of raw emotion. Like former Italian footballer Marco Tardelli, who executed one of the most iconic goal celebrations in football history. Marco scored the second goal for his team against West Germany in the 1982 World Cup final. He celebrated the goal with sheer ecstasy that deserves every top spot on the list of best goal celebrations of all time. I mean, he made everyone realize that they had won. In his unadulterated, just joy, he sprinted around the field towards the Italian bench, pumping his clenched fist. The tears streamed down his face as he wildly shook his head and screamed, "Goal!" The childlike, rapturous celebration now became known as Tardelli Cry, or the Tardelli Cry. There are many other examples where goal celebrations and victories have grabbed eyeballs, but these range from fun to quirky to embarrassing and just weird. Some became a favorite form of celebration for all sports lovers, and some just threw the players in the face of punishment. So anyways, if you enjoyed the video, if this made you excited and happy and fulfilled in life, then, watch our other videos you see on the left. 10 insane things you didn't know about Cristiano Ronaldo. And on the right side, Ronaldo's 10 most expensive items worth more than your life for entertainment with a lot of enjoyment. Alright, awesome. So which of these do you think are the best goal celebrations? Let us know in the comment section below. Share your answer with the best soccer moment in the comment section, and I will hug you. I will give you one of those much needed hugs. Unless you're not into hugs, in that case, I will respectfully wave from a distance. And with that, later.